Therapy is necessary for the folks to keep their sanity, and that's why we're here. No copay, no nothing, but just the general responsibility of being smart on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Public defenders.
Rich, the emotional support animal, is here.
All of my services are free.
They've always been free.
Meredith MD is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And also OrlandoBGYN, just in case it gets surly. All right, let's see who got one, because I got one out of the 727.
I got one out of the 863.
All right, where we going, Berg, or are we going 863?
863.
Let's go 863.
863 go?
All right, me and my better half have been together for over 5 years. We have 2 kids, one 6 and one 2. But we have been in disagreements about the kids still sleeping in the bed with us.
Both of the kids?
Yes, both of the kids, 6 and 2. I feel like they are old enough to be in their own room in their own bed.
Hell yeah.
That way, that we spent good money on, and I'm wrong for not wanting to share the bed.
The 6-year-old can go. 2-year-old can stick around.
Really? So kind of like a happy medium.
The 6-year-old has to go. It's time for you to move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're shaving.
Yeah.
What's the age limits for sleeping
6
in the
is
bed?
too high.
Okay.
Two, you got to start at least staying in there like a couple nights in the week, and they're gonna come in and climb back in. But six is too. I mean, you damn near in the military.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure people expect me to be like, oh, it's so sweet, make sure you keep the kids in there, but I'm like so anti that personally. I think it could really be beneficial to get the kids out of the bedroom. That way you guys can I don't know, rekindle your romance. And
It's not even that. It's 4 humans in the bed.
Yeah.
My bed ain't built for that.
it's too many.
Because the dad's always the one that gets shifted out.
You need alone time with your husband.
How big is your bed?
For real.
Like,
Like you got one of them shack
Kids are
beds or
small.
something. Like, I mean,
They're
not that
tiny.
small, and they get all surly and like be throwing their feet up by your feet, by your face, and all that and stuff. Wrestling, breakdancing, and all that.
Even
Like,
holding hands and watching television, I think it's really important to spend quality time with your significant other right before you go to bed, and not make your relationship all about the kids 24/7.
What'd you say? And watching television? What'd you say? Holding
Holding
hands?
hand, you can hold hands and watch TV. You don't have. It doesn't always have to be like you on top of each other. It can just be intimate and having alone time with your partner.
Okay.
What is the yucky face you just gave me?
I don't know. I was just imagining holding hands, watching TV.
Yeah, not the whole time, but maybe for like a couple of minutes.
That sounds like that new love. That's different.
New love?
Yeah, new love do that.
Aw.
Old love don't do that.
Okay. All right.
so
mean,
what's
you
the
know.
age limit? You're cutting off in the bed. Like what's
Both
that?
of them needs to be in their own room,
When
but
they get a crib.
I'll tolerate a 2-year-old, but a 6-year-old and with all that stubble on their face, no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, you
I
ain't
say
gonna
when
do
they
that.
get a crib, and that's when they go over there.
All right, so this out of the 727 says, my husband and I gave our moms spa packages. That's what we decided on, with a full spa day for Mother's Day. They both loved them. I complimented my mother on a beautiful Pandora bracelet that she was wearing, and she says, your husband surprised me with it. I hate how we gave our moms the spa package, but he gave his mom a Pandora bracelet also. Selfish, right? Why didn't my mom get a bracelet too?
I'm sorry, but you can't get mad at him for getting something for his mother. The same way if you wanted to get something for your mom, he shouldn't be getting mad at that either.
Yeah, you should have
Be
stepped
more
outside
thoughtful.
of it
Yeah.
for your own mom.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't be mad because he was thoughtful for his mother.
Is he
should-
rude for doing something extra since they decided
No, it's
that
his mom.
we're doing these for our moms?
No, she
Like, she ran out and got the spa packages for the mom, and he was like, ooh, my mama would like this.
No.
So
And he
they
did
agreed.
that.
Wait, hold up. So they agreed on spa packages for everybody, and then
Yeah,
he
and
just
then
went
he
into his own
low-key
thing.
did something extra for his mom.
Well, the other moms could, get a little jealous about that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you're doing something nice.
That's why she's mad. She's mad that she didn't buy something for her own mother, and she looks bad. And let's be real. That's why she's really mad. She's not mad that he bought something.
Y'all are being picky. I think a gift in general, spa day, massage, or even a bracelet. I'd rather the massage personally, but okay. I think that this is all good. Next time, just talk to your significant other about it.
Okay, that's true. Very much.
Yeah.
But also, don't you got a job?
You should.
You can do
I
that.
mean, why we can't at least touch that as a therapist? You got a job. You could go buy your mom a bracelet today
Yeah, if you want to, go.
if you want to. Like he did that with his own whatever he got.
Yeah.
You do that with what you got.
Get a Switch too.
Stop. Go ahead, Meredith.
But it's, it's at the end of the day, they're really nice gifts. Just talk to each other. Okay, out of the 727, has anyone ever had a man that just can't last in bed? Me and him have been having intimacy for a whole year, pretty much every day, and I feel like the stamina just isn't there with him. And I'm not saying I need an hour or anything, but at least more than 10 to 15 minutes. If anyone has ever felt this, how or what do you do? Help a girl out.
Okay, so sometimes.
Why are you turning around?
I don't like this
Listen,
conversation.
I would say sometimes you have to preheat the oven
Mind y'all business.
before you start baking.
Sometimes it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
This is every single time.
Sometimes. Nah, but listen,
It happens.
For a year?
a little
I
foreplay.
work hard.
She's not satisfied.
He works hard.
You're selfish, sir.
A little pregame goes a long way. Let's just put it that way.
What do you mean pre? For you?
Yeah, for anybody.
For her,
Like,
she needs more stuff. You are the one that's not paying attention to her
if
body.
if you want him to stay in the game longer,
Uh-huh.
sometimes he needs to practice before the game. All right, if that
Really?
makes sense.
Look at
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that's really
Dude,
the
the second
answer.
round, the
I
second
mean,
round
if
is
you got-
always
if
better
you
than the
got-
first.
If you're in a water gun fight, okay, if you're in a water gun fight, I don't think it's a successful plan to go squirt out all your water first. It only has a certain reserve in the gun. So I don't think everybody has a good bounce back time.
Orlando's more of a one and done. You like
Hey!
to go for rounds.
Hey, I was just helping him with an example.
I'm reading into things.
I mean, first of all, there's nothing wrong with being a one and done. Not saying I am, but I'm just saying.
You're mad. So
I'm just pointing it out because I'm sticking up for the other guys out there that might be a one and done.
Right.
I mean, they got like a job. and
just
stuff.
like sports.
God,
Just
Meredith.
like sports, if you want to be better, you got to practice sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
So with that, you need to practice beforehand sometimes. Work on a couple of drills before you enter the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I just stretch?
every time we I have a question, Rich, goes along with what you just said. So every single time we're together,
Well,
I have to make sure that there's 2 times with you.
Well, not every
Why is
time.
that?
The thing is, he doesn't have a high endurance. So what you have to do is you have to practice with him a little bit more until he gets that endurance up.
It could be medical, so make sure you do check in with your doctor. Check your low T, all this other stuff that they look at, prostate, whatever. Just go get your 5,000-mile checkup,
Get your
okay?
teeth fixed.
And make sure that when you come back at it, with scrum.
Somebody said, "What the hell's wrong with 15 minutes?" Because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not paying attention to her, and that was my whole point.
What? Oh, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with 15 minutes.
15 minutes and one and done.
15 minutes. Ain't nothing wrong with 15 minutes. Listen, somebody tell you something wrong with 15 minutes, you in the wrong house. Therapy Thursday is on right now, 888-429-0941. Listen, all the 15-minuters out there,
I love it.
flames up.
Hold
That's
your
what I'm
hands
just
up
saying.
high.
In solidarity.
I love our audience.
Yeah,
I
for
love it. Somebody at 727 goes, sometimes you only get 2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God! Okay.
Sometimes you enter the hockey game and it's a goal real quick.
Oh God.
Other times it's a battle.
Out of the 941, my ex-boyfriend, the father of my wonderful son, did something very disrespectful, and I'm super pissed off about it. We were at our son's Little League baseball game last week, something we usually do pretty well just for our son's sake. Out of nowhere, he shows up with his new wife and their newborn baby. I was embarrassed and mad. I felt like it was a slap in the face. Why would he bring his new family to our son's game? It felt like he was trying to rub it in my face and make me feel uncomfortable. This is supposed to be about our son, not some family op that he's taking advantage of. To make things worse, my current boyfriend is also upset that I didn't say anything to him or left.
What?
Well, I don't get the boyfriend part. The boyfriend did what?
Boyfriend is upset that, to make matters worse, my current boyfriend is also upset, not just at my ex, but at me too. He says I should have said something or left.
said something to the ex for having the baby and the boyfriend and the girlfriend and all that.
It's his wife.
The new family
New
and all
family
this
there.
other stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, listen.
You're doing
Everybody,
too much.
you are caught up in the emotion of it all because you think. I mean, that man showing up to see his child play and bringing his family unit is allowed. You have to allow him to be a dad. He's not with you. You got somebody else. He got somebody else. If the kid is the focus, make sure that's the point. Like, what would you rather him not show up?
Right.
Or now he got to show up by himself? And it's like, no, you don't hide your family. I mean, imagine if you were the woman and he was like, hey, I got to go do this thing, but you can't come.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not good.
And she just had a baby, so she got all of that post-pregnancy drama going on. So he had to pack up the family and the baby bag and come on down there and support his child.
She's being supportive of
Let a man be
kid.
supportive of his child.
And you need to let his wife, you need to put his wife into consideration too. She wants to spend time with him and she wants to know what he's doing and do some of the stuff with him too.
Why can't everybody just get along?
Out of the 863, my wife and I took our daughter to urgent care with a high fever and nausea. The nurse on duty was somebody from my single past. Neither of us said anything. I haven't thought about this woman in years. She DM'd me, hello, that was awkward. And I'm afraid to reply to her because she's been on my mind since I saw her in that room. Reply, tell my wife, or keep it silent.
I mean, it depends on what you're going to do. Like, do you want to do that? I would say no. Just be like, hey, I didn't want to say this because we were in an awkward situation with our kid, but I previously hooked up with this chick and, she DM'd me, but I'm not going to respond. You could go that route.
Tell the wife that?
You could. That's one of the options. You could totally say that, yeah. What's wrong with that? If you're in a happy, committed relationship, okay, that's fine.
I feel like that's starting problems you don't need, though.
Yeah, like you opening up a whole, don't go back to that urgent care.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's an urgent care. I mean, you might need to go back.
Yeah, but go back to another one. They got them everywhere. They got them all over. Obviously, that one is marked off. So hey, let's try another one.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk to them at all. I would just let it go. That's what I would do.
Don't reply, especially if you got the person on your mind because you're having all kind of flashbacks and all that other stuff. So don't play yourself that way. Even if you want to be cordial, you could just the cordial would look bad as well. You don't want your girl to look in your DMs and see that you wrote this lady. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what? If you are gonna write it back, just be like, "Hey, I'm in a committed relationship. I am very happy in. I would appreciate it if you don't DM me anymore." And then leave that as the last message.
So have you thought about me since then?
No, don't go there.
I'm in a committed relationship.
He can't take that question though, because he gonna be like, "Hell yeah, I have," and you've been wearing scrubs. All right.
Out of the 813, I've been with my wife 27 years, married 15. I'm 42 and she's 40. What is too much sex?
What?
I want her every day. Usually I get it 9 to 10 times. But when I try,
9 to 10 times.
9 out of the 10 times.
Oh,
when we try.
Okay.
I
was like,
so
I
I
say
usually
a week. I thought that was a week. I'm like,
no, I'm reading it the way
Breaking
they put it.
back.
So I want her every day. I usually get it 9 out of the 10 times when I try, but I'm always the initiator. I'm tired of not feeling wanted. How can I switch up the roles?
Aw, you gotta let her know. Like, hey, you know what really turns me on is when you ask for it, or you touch me, or you start things off every now and then. You don't have to do it every time, but it is nice. It's nice to feel wanted.
It's a very popular thing with guys. Like guys, we've had that question so many times, and it's like, hey, ladies, guys want to be wanted. Yeah, like it hasn't always that the guy has to be the caveman, the conqueror, the pursuer, the gatherer. Like sometimes they, want you to flip the script. So, just as a public service announcement to everybody, because like I said, that's one very popular one that we get is that guys don't always want to be the initiator. They don't want to be the one to put their arm around you at the drive-in. Like, put your arm around me.
So tonight, ladies, what we're gonna do, or this weekend,
all of y'all,
we
about to have a hump
marathon, of us, collectively. If you're in the mood, we are gonna initiate tonight. Or this week.
You speaking for all ladies?
All the ladies. I feel like this is a healthy
Who
reminder.
the hell can come
I
by
can get
my
behind
house?
this one.
Yeah.
I can get behind this movement.
At least just
Wait, but who coming by your house?
I don't know, but somebody, hopefully somebody.
I mean, I'm like, yo, I gotta call somebody.
Hey,
and see who
anybody-
can come through.
Anybody on the text line looking?
Meredith is like, hey, ladies, I'm
Yeah.
putting up the bat signal.
Yeah, catch him in the shower. That's a good
There you
suggestion,
go,
Coco.
Coco. I like that.
Yeah.
What did Coco say?
Get him in the shower.
Catch him in the shower.
Of course.
He's trapped. He can't do nothing.
Not everybody got a stance like Coco. Though, boy.
But you guys don't like shower, right?
Bye-bye. Huh?
You don't like
Nah.
shower, yeah.
Because somebody got to be back in the cold. cold and this plan don't necessarily
Yeah.
work together.
Yeah, your butt's cold, but
Yeah.
then the other
That
parts
man,
are,
it makes everything else all just, you know what I mean? So yeah, right. Wow. So,
I'm gonna say
out
that
of
one.
Orlando. Okay, all right.
Tampa Bay is about to get pregnant, this person says.
I mean, because Meredith called out everybody and said, "Hey, let's go and get it."
Yeah, I think if you're going to hook up with somebody, why don't you go ahead and initiate this time?
All right, yeah, that one is long. I don't think we got a time.
I'm
chance to do
saving
one.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture.
Yeah,
of
because
that.
we just ran out of time. So, all right, Therapy Thursday is a wrap with Demesbit and Dover. We got some of your questions that came in. We'll write you back and then either apply it to Therapy Thursday or repurpose it somewhere in the show so we can get you an answer.
Yeah.
All right, it is Wild 94.1. Good morning.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
If you loved that video, then you're going to want to check out more. Make sure you hit subscribe right below.